Alright, welcome back. Welcome guys to the stream. Now, I want to look at something that we might need to be doing frequently. I want to look at invoicing. So I thought instead of adding these in the course, let me just do something for you guys. So I'm going to look at invoicing with Phprad, and we're going to integrate a barcode inside the invoice, and we are also going to do this together. Everybody goes home happy and other stuff. So so let's just try and create a new project. Phprad invoice. Create a new database. Call it Phprad invoice also. So yeah, we just need to create an invoice and integrate a barcode inside the invoice. Pretty quick thing. So I need to change this. Also, remember, you can enable multi-language if you need multi-language, but I don't need it for me now. So we are just going to skip it. And so we have our database connected now. All we have to do is just know what you're going to do with it. Okay, so first things first, we need to create some few stuff here, and what we want to do, we want to start with creating what do we call it, a table. So right now what we want to do is create a table, and we're just going to go the wrong way and make some few things here, and let's call this categories. Call it categories, and we need the category name. So this is what we'll be making our product categories. Let's also make the products, and we might need the name of the product. We'll need the quantity, and we'll need the price for that product. Now let's make a sales table. So here we need the product. We also need the amount of that product. We need the quantity. We need the total price. So the total price will just basically be adding the amount to the quantity, and we'll need the buyer address. Be the buyer address, and what else do we need? The buyer contacts. So since we just want this to be some manual stuff, we're just going to do that. Well, we can just call this a seller phone contact. There we go. Generally, that's everything we need, and now start. Okay, so we have everything all set up. Now all you have to do is now link the tables and make our invoice. It's pretty much easy. Now let's start by coming up to the categories now. So let's go to products, and we are going to do some few stuff here I like doing. Just remove that, make it to horizontal, no the vertical variable. With the add page, removing the submit button just leaves the icon back, and that will be it. Now on the add page, we need the vertical level. Remove this. Now add that. So for our project, I'll just add something I like using, just my themes I like using here. Just going to get from my CSS here, just copy that, and let's just wait for this to load so that you can see the difference. Peter, hello man. Joan, how are you? Peter, how are you? Yeah, we are trying to make an invoice. So so we have the three tables here, and we have categories here. Now what we want to do, as you can see, alright, so generally it's just integrated the CSS, my CSS, so I don't even have to do that again. What we want to do is category. Go ahead and create a call this category foods, create that, add another category, call this category gaming, whichever you feel like. No, let's add a category and call this category products, call it sports. Right, so we have that. Now let's go back to pages here. Let's go to products. Now the products, we will need to add the category here. So the category. Alright, so there we go. Now we're just going to link this to the categories here. Pretty much fast stuff. Now let me show you something I like doing here. What you're going to do, we're going to go to products here, and as you can see, we have this period format. Now we don't want that. We want that to be centered at the center. So how do we do that? We go to products, add here, change everything to container, so container fluid. So what these allow us to do is just make them reach the full screen. Then you're going to center this to justify content center. When we preview, choose center screen. So you put my cards are different from your cards if I have a theme. So guys in the course have the theme. So yeah. Now we want to add this field so that it can appear 1, 2, and this one to be at the header there. So this should be close at the center. Now let's go ahead and go to the add page right here. We are just going to edit that and make this to a call for. Make that to a call for. Add the price also. Make it to a column for. Category also make it to column 4. Now the next thing we need to do, we need to make the category a select button. Alright, now we need to just come here to the select, this select, and we're going to do this. Go there and also do the products table there. Go to, oh no, sorry, we're not choosing the sales, we're using the categories. Make name there and the name and ID and asset. So we are not choosing because we are not going to do any role based relationships for the categories, so we want it to be just specific. When you preview, we should be looking flashy, something looking good. There you go. We have this, we have this, we have that, and we have this selecting from our categories. So let's create a product and call it badminton racket. Let's quantity might need to be 123, price will be 8900, and our category will be gaming. Now let's create a new product, and for this, before we create that, I want to from a page to preloaded models. So definitely if we don't have so many fields inside a category, I just want it to be quick and easy. Now how do we do this? We just come to our products list here, go to product list, then go to the button. We are going to remove this and add my class. Now let me show you what I mean by adding my class. As you can see, I have made a class for the gym. So the gym has a height of 50 and a width of 50. Now what that does is, just when you remove this, the text, let me show you. You remove that text, it just leaves us with this button here. Now we want to make this button circular. How do we do that? I have a JQuery here which is handling that. Now look at this. Okay, just ignore this. This is just changing the image. When you have this, the name of the class you made, it's just going to convert it into a circle. So in case you just come here and go to button, and button class, we add our class called gym there. That is just going to convert our button into a circle. Now we might need to change the button from blue to green. We just add success right there. Just make sure you spell it right. And there we go. We have a circular button. Now let's go back to the button, change it from navigation and make it in uploaded order. It's just going to give us something look like that. Now whenever you click on this, it's just going to give us a, and then we can add our products. Now let's add something. Let's just try and add a new product. Let's call this shadows, quantity of 12, price, and spot. Alright, so now we have that. We have products. Now we need to add those products and the price in the sales table. Alright, so here we need this, we need that, we need that. Now again, go back to sales, add, make this into a container, and to justify the content, center. So there we go. Now we just need to make those rows. How do we do that? We go to products, and on the add page we need to add the products. Products, we are getting the products from the products table. So here we are going to get the name of the product, also get the name of the product, order by ID. Now the amount, we need to be a dependent lookup. We are going to get these from products. Now here you are going to check the price, order by ID. Now dependent field match will be the product, and the dependent match field will be the name. So we should have a fully working products table, dependently looking up this and all that stuff. So there we go. We have price of battles. We have price of badminton racket. Perfect. Now let's just try and add that. So the quantity will be 1. Now the total price will be 2. Now let's just do something real quick here. Alright, so we might need to add some call for. Let me also add call for here so that you can see the difference. Call for. Now what I want you to see here is I want you to see the difference. What we want is whenever we select the amount, then we enter the quantity, we get the total multiplied in the total price. Now we do this with some good old JQuery, and we do that in the quantity here. Okay, now just expand this so that you can see it, and let's do a client event in the quantity. Now we need an on input, but you can use an on change, but for this one let's do an input. Now let's create variables. Let's call it val1, and we're going to use this quantity. Just copy it. No. Just copy that and say val1 equals to that dot val. So we want to do some quick math, and let's do val2 is equals to control v dot val. Now this one is going to be the control amount, and what else where I'm getting from? We're getting amount from this. So we want enter amount, then enter quantity. Now we need to now declare this and convert them into integers. How do we do that? We convert them to integers so that we can know, the system will know that these are numbers we are working with, and we do it with this. Just call it 1 again, and call it 2 again. So we're going to pass integer here. we are going to pass integer here. You can actually do your logics here if you need to do a discount. Maybe if you buy more than 5 products, do a discount on this. You can actually do it with jQuery. Pretty much easy. So now we're going to pass in our variable 1 here. Then in 2 here, we're also going to pass integer here. Pass integer here and 2. Now we need to get the totals again. Now we are going to do that dot var. So what we are getting here is a total price. Check that out. Checking the total price. Okay, so we have that. Now inside this variable here is where you're doing the 1 times 2. There we go. Perfect. Now that should work like a charm. If those things actually work. I don't know if those things actually work, but it should work. So, this is what we select amount. We have the badminton bracket. We have the amount. Okay, so we have the amount there. If you enter a quantity, we get a product here. Change that to 2, we get that. Change that to 3, we get that. Change that to that, we get that. Now we enter the buyer. We don't need that. We'll just enter some data and save that. So we have our product. Now let's make another so that we can jump into making the invoice. Let's add the next flag, which is this, the quantity buyer, stuff like that, and save that. So there we go. Now we might need to add a barcode. Now let's go ahead and put in a barcode. So already I have a barcode file that I have with me here. That's what I'll be using. So let me just check up where those files are. All right. So yeah, here we go. We have the barcode file here. So it comes with a readme file, which is this. But now all we have to do is copy this file. Copy this file and open it inside your honestly didn't want to do that. Open that file inside where you have your project. Just copy that file inside your project. Now let's go back to here, and we will need to add it to our app. So our app, don't remember, we call it Phprad invoice. So here we have this. Just need to copy your file right in here. Just paste it inside there. Oh, so there we go. We have a barcode there. Now inside my file here, we have how we are going to integrate it. And how we do that, we are just going to open it and copy whatever the owner of the barcode written in there. Now this will be just for the list page. Now for the invoice, the approach we are going to use is going to be a little bit different. So usage is just this way. Copy that, and so we have that intact here. Now we are going to paste it inside here. We need the ID to be converted to a barcode. Now let's go back to this page of the sales. Inside the ID, change this from here to custom, and here we have it. Just copy your stuff inside here. So there we go. We're putting it inside an image. Now we have the barcode and the text is inside here. Now this is how we're going to integrate this. Just going to come here and paste this. Just cut that and paste it inside there. Now let's see what we get. There we go. We have a working barcode. It's that easy. Now, when you do this, the approach should be different. You won't actually see the barcode. As you can see, you can't really see the barcode because the view page is 2 places ahead of that. Now, if you need to fix that, you come here on the edit page, on the view page, make that custom, and where you have the ID as a barcode, you are just going to edit that. Now look for the ID. Just Control F to find it and look for barcode. Alright, so we did that, but you need to come to the ID here. You need to go to where they're listing the ID. Okay, so let's just look up ID. So this is where they're listing the ID here. This is where they're listing the ID. So you just add the barcode there. Since you're making an invoice, we won't be needing this page anymore. So we need to do our own custom code. Now, you can go check out Admin LT. It's a free to use dashboard. A free to use dashboard HTML you can use, and actually because some templates we can use. That's what we'll be using in this one. So I'll be looking at that and get the invoice from where I saved it from. So we check the invoice from that page. Now let's open this up. I don't even remember where I put that. Oh yeah, it's here. So we have admin LT here, and we might need to look up this and examples. So on the examples they have several stuff. So let's look for invoice. Here we go. We have the invoice right here. So it's sure. Okay, this is over. Right, so there we go. So we have the invoice. Now all we need to do is we need to get that code for the invoice, and I have a way I like doing it. It's somewhere. Just go back to the invoice. You can actually use Phprad if you like how it's like. Okay, so there we go. We have the invoice. We just need the code that is holding the invoice inside our app. Okay, just control no, just place F12 on your computer so that you can actually see it. And you might need to place on this. Okay, just place on this. Just going to allow you to highlight these cards here. Press on this icon. Yeah, there we go. So that should list the whole card for us and should bring it up forward right there. So we go. As you can see, this div class is holding the whole of the invoice. So you just check it out like that. Just click on it and you can do edit as HTML. Okay, so just list everything up to the end, everything that is holding the invoice. Just copy all of it. Just Control A and Control C. Now let's go back to our Phprad app. On the view page here, you just come right about here and paste it there. Then you can preview your app so that you can actually test if it's working or not working. So it's pretty much easy stuff for that. So there you go. It's actually integrated to our app. Okay. Now the next thing we need to do is now put the details of our sales inside here. Now for what I like to do is I'll just have to take this and put it inside Sublime Text so that we can edit the parts we don't want. Now let me just open whatever here. I want paste it there. Now we're just going to remove the we don't want and replace them with what we want. Alright, so we don't want this button, we don't want that one, we don't want that, we don't want this div, we also don't want that div. Okay, so then again, we also don't want this one. We also don't want this one. No, these ones we want, but we don't want all of them. We just need one of them. So this is a table header. We need to change this from product. Get the price here. Get the quantity. And get it over there. Now these others will be dynamic. We just need to add them automatically. Now how are we going to do that? We're just going to come here, check everything we need in the cell. So we need a product. Now we just get that by doing this. Just copy this, come paste here under the product here. We're going to remove this, replace this with this, then replace this. So this is the price with this. So this will be the product. This will be the price. This will be the quantity. And this will be the totals. Now let's just go back and check. So we have the quantity and the total price. Put in Q2 there. Total price right there. Perfect. Now we just need to check in here. So now what we are going to add here will be this: buyer address, the buyer address, buyer contact. So we are going to get the buyer address. Get the buyer name, buyer contact right there. We have the buyer here, buyer address, and buyer contact. Yeah. So this will be the buyer, address of the buyer, and phone of the buyer. Now here we will need to get the invoice number right here. Change that, put it inside there. Now here we are going to change this to details of the seller. Right? So go back to Phprad, just check out the seller and the seller contact. So this, since this is just an example, we're just doing it. Okay, so here we are going to have the seller. Okay, now here we're going to add the Z. Copy this, put it right there. So we have the seller. And here we are going to have the phone of the seller. So check again. So you have the seller contact right Alright, so there we go. We have that. Now get rid of this. We won't be needing it anymore. Now let's integrate the barcode. Now, for the barcode, that's going to be a little bit different. Just remove this. We don't need this anymore. Okay, just get rid of that. So get rid of that. Now for the barcode, you're going to add the barcode here. And how we're going to do that, let's just go back to our app here. How we did it is exactly how we also going to do it here. Like this, only that we're going to do something different. Just copy that and paste it here. Okay, as you can see, we have this. Alright. Now the only difference with this is that we'll be having to do some few steps. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to do this. Just make it look like that. Also edit it here. Now instead of this, you're just going to remove this. Add it like that. Concatenate it again. There we go. Only that, for the source here, we're going to use something different. Go to Phprad and see the view help viewer, the helper. So we're going to use a site address here. So this doesn't really matter. Wherever you put it in, instead, even if you upload the project, even if you upload your project over the internet, it's just going to work the same. So just as the site address automatically. So if you put it inside your domain, it's also going to work instantly. Okay, so just put your site address there, slash that. Okay, so yeah, that will be it. Just copy everything here, come to Phprad and go to the page. Now make sure this remains here. Now delete everything else other than that. Delete everything else up to there. So we're leaving the print button right about there, and I figured I didn't really add the print button here, but we'll add it. So go ahead and put that right there, and let's print what we have. So let's hope it works. Perfect. There we go. We have this working on. Now undefined price. This means that that does not apply here. So it's not the price, it's the amount. Okay. Let's look for price. Just control find and put in price. Okay, so here we go. It's not the price, it's the amount. I'll preview this. There we go. We have a fully working invoice. Now, here you go. We don't have the print button. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the print button from another page. Go to products here and allow printing. Just go and allow printing. Okay, here you go. Put this to true. Okay. So this is just the input. Exporting here. We need to print, set it to true. Confirm it. To products. Let's view the products table here. And let's look for print. Okay. It's going to be. Let's go down all the way up and look for the print button. It should be somewhere here. Alright, we didn't really so you might publish it first. We might need to publish it first. Let's just go to Project Explorer, go back, go all the way to Apps, Views, Partials, go to Products here, and on the View page, just look for the print button. Look for the print button here. Should be somewhere. So we still don't have it here. Okay, let's just expand and look for Excel. We have CSV, Word, PDF. Okay, so it still hasn't displayed. Okay, let's just enable the categories. It's just hectic stuff. So print true, preview. Let's check if that is correct. Then let's see if we have the print here. Oh yeah, I see where the problem is. We did it in the wrong place. We just need to do it in the view page. Print, set it to true. Now preview this. We should get the print button enabled. Alright, here we go. Have the print enabled. Now go to categories and on the view page make it custom. Navigate all the way down so that you can actually see the print button here. So here we go. We have the print right about here. So under that, just copy that, and we are going to use it in our sales table here. Come to view page, go all the way down to where we have the exploits. Now under this, just paste your code there, and that should do it. Now we will need to open this in our Chrome browser so that you can actually see how it looks like in print. Should be easy stuff. Should be easy stuff now. So let's open that and see what we get. So our invoice should be printed and lost. Okay, so we go to here and we view a particular product and we see what we can get. Okay, take a load up. Okay. So right, so we have that. Let's view products here. Now we are just going to keep any with view in let's see. So the printing will be a little bit different, but we are good for what? Oh, here's right. So the printing looks a little bit weird, but yeah, should do the trick. Alright, so this is pretty, but we don't want it to remain the same as it is here. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to Page Explorer, go to Assets, not really Assets, go to Apps, still go to View and Layouts. Now here is where we're going to edit. Now, kindly go to Main Layout first, and you're going to copy this, the main bootstrap. Just copy the main bootstrap here. Copy that. Okay, let me just copy that. Just copy that. Go back and go to reports layout. Now this is what we need to edit. Just remove this. We don't really need this. This is what is making it look ugly. Just get rid of this style. Get rid of all this. It's too much. Okay, get rid of that. Now we're just going to paste in our style there. Okay. Now we'll need to remove this. Remove that, keep that, Also, you can remove this, we don't need it also, but you can keep it if you want it. Now everything else, just delete it. But keep that there, don't delete that. Now save it and reload the arc. So now our print should be fixed. Our print option should be fixed. You can just reload it from here, it doesn't really matter. Just and fast just our invoice running loop and then get some to it. We get it by here. Right. Go to page design and we look for and you're going to do as in here border solid. Okay, just now should have a border in. Cancel this. This is taking too long. It's no longer interesting. So let's try something different. Phprad. Now let's just go to Edge and see what we got. Alright, this is some different one. So boxed. It's really depends how you want it, but how you integrate invoice. So this is going to forget to make it. But that's when you need to be a little bit more complicated. You have to do more edits and more edits. So that will be entirely up to you on how much you want to edit your invoice. So I believe my 1 hour is over, guys, and once we confirm this is working, yeah, we're going to call it a night. Okay, I really need to upgrade. I'm getting tired and older. So is alright, good. So that's it. Now if you need to be more than one invoice, you can just copy paste the code the many times you feel like right down there. So yeah, there we go. We have this here. And that will be the video, guys, and have a good one. You can save your work. Alright, guys, so good night.